Now, joining us is the Senior Research Fellow at the Henry Jackson Society, Barak Seener. Barak, thanks indeed for joining us. Are we any clearer in terms of how long this war will last? And frankly, what the American war aims are?
I think that first of all, thank you for having me. I think the war aims are pretty clear. The aims are to destroy the missile stockpiles and as well to destroy the missile launchers and more broadly to destroy all of Iran's industrial base and its navy. Ultimately, America also wants to deny Iran the ability to enrich uranium, and it wants to deny Iran the ability to achieve the nuclear status by developing nuclear weapons. What America is facing at the moment is that the strikes have been incredibly successful. There has been just an exceptionally high military velocity of strikes against Iran, to the point that America and Israel feel that they are both ahead of schedule. So one would anticipate that this phase of the war shouldn't last for more than a couple more weeks at best. But what will go sideways is the strategic impact of this. You've had a malign regime in place for about half a century, sowing discord across the region, and as a result of that, just extracting this regime from its region is going to have a nasty after effect. So that second phase is going to take much longer than the first phase had taken.
Even though the phase that they said would only take 4 weeks is now extended to 8 weeks. But can I just ask you this? Presumably you've seen the Lego AI that has been sort of doing the rounds. What are your thoughts on it and the reasoning for it?
The very fact that you need to have Lego presentation just demonstrates the seriousness of the regime itself. You have to remember that the senior military command has been completely eliminated within the first day of this operation. So when I look at the Iranian regime lashing out towards all its neighbors and having these ridiculous Lego presentations, it just shows that this is a regime that really is on its last legs. If they really need to have this type of propaganda, but it's really childish propaganda.
On its last Legos.
Oh, very
it just basically demonstrates, you know, it's a matter of time, whether it be 4 weeks, whether it be 8 weeks, whether it be 6 weeks. This regime is on its last legs, and there's also there's great discord in the senior ranks of the IRGC in the regime. So it's a matter of time till they turn on one another. Who is a spy? Who has defected to the West? And this accusation that one will level against the other will also increase. So there's an implosion that will happen because the regime is really rotten. That's what it is at its core, rotten.
And we expect this regime to be rational. We expect this regime to look at what the Prime Minister has said, which is we're not going to be involved in offensive action, and we didn't even let the Americans use our bases. And yet, despite that, we still had our bases attacked by the regime. There were 3 flags I counted in that Lego video. The American flag, the Israeli flag, and the British flag.
Well, they said British forces, even.
It even said British forces. I mean, the Prime Minister has tried to stay out of this. Yeah, go on.
I just want to challenge one of the statements that you made when you said that the regime is rational. You know, you've got to bear in mind, look how the regime lashed out at all its neighbours. Saudi Arabia had a rapprochement with Iran. It was hedging between America and China, and it had diplomatically made nice to Iran. You had Qatar that also was hedging, making nice to Iran. You had Turkey, a NATO state that they sent rockets and missiles against. The very fact that they are unleashing against all their neighbours shows that their rationality is not like this Western cost-benefit analysis. It's about, you know, if we're going down, everyone's going down with us.
I wonder if I misspoke or perhaps you misheard. I wanted to say we want to believe that they're rational.
Yeah,
Keir Starmer wants to act as if they're rational, but clearly they are not. Hence the attacks on the British bases.
Kind. I think you're being really kind. I think that Keir Starmer is coming from a place of pacifism and appeasement, hardly rationality, because Keir Starmer doesn't even recognise the British national interest in a rational manner.
Yeah, I think he's being short-sighted as well. Barak Seener, thank you very much. He's a senior research fellow at the Henry Jackson Society. I think perhaps using the Lego people...